Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MumboElite. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm making unlimited of the 1 of 5 84 plus player picks. So if you guys do enjoy, do me a favor, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's get right into it. So let's show you what you need for these, and then we'll get into kind of how I'm doing the menu grind and what things I would recommend you guys to do too. So same thing as before with the other player pick, only for cards needed. They all have to be rares. If you get a crap card back in this, you're going to have one to put right back in. So you're basically only going to need three, worst case scenario. But best case scenario, you get a crazy promo card. So I think this is really good value. The question is, how do you make it unlimited repeatable in the sense of continuing to make these over time without running into cards? And that's where the Premium Mixed League upgrade comes in. This mixed with the Daily Bronze, Daily Silver, Daily Gold Common, and Provisions will give you plenty of cards to do the Premium Mix. If you're new to the channel and you've never seen my Premium Mix grind before, I show you guys how to make unlimited packs and unlimited coins from these. I highly recommend looking in the grind playlist in the description, and we'll go over really quick just kind of some of the math on that. But if you guys have been on the channel for a while now and you're very familiar with this, there's another step with this that we're going to go over now with gold commons and gold rares, how we can make extra player picks, and if we're giving up the 80 plus times 5 or if we should continue it in the grind. So very quickly, just kind of going over this, you're going to get a lot of the Prem La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, almost always back from League SBCs and doing the daily menu grind and opening these packs. League 1 Eredivisie, you get most of the cards too, but you sometimes filter in some 150 to 200 bids and buy nows for bronzes and silvers to really mix in with the golds you have. But the Pro League and Portuguese League is really the bottleneck for people. They just don't have enough cards on these. And if you just buy them in bulk off the market, I usually buy enough for at least 5 to 10 runs and then try to push it from 10 to 25. And then really most days I'm doing 25 to 50 runs. As long as you're getting those cards and you're getting them from cheap, the Jumbo Gold Pack is just an absolute moneymaker. There's so many things that sell for crazy in there. If you take the Prime Electrum Players Pack as well, these two tradable packs, you're making infinitely more coins than you're ever really spending if you're taking our grind advice on a League SBC run. Not only does that get you a crap ton of cards back in these with the Prime Gold at the end as well, you have infinitely more coins to buy the additional cards that you need back because you get 44 cards, you have to submit 11 each section. You're not always guaranteed 44 cards back, let alone them being League SBC cards. But the amount of coins you're making makes up that difference, and then you buy those cards that you need. You continue the grind with more coins than you started with, and you continue to make more and more packs. That being said, we had another way where we put additional cards into our clubs that were League SBCs, and that was putting all gold rares and gold commons into the 80 plus times 5. The reason we did this was the 84 double really wasn't a great place to put the gold rares. I was telling people, especially if it's the off leagues, meaning things that aren't League SBCs, so things that aren't the Prem La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, League 1 Eredivisie, or Pro League Portuguese League. I was telling people put all gold commons and gold rares for those leagues into the 80 plus times 5. And not only would you get a lot of walkouts and promo cards in this, you're going to get a lot of 80 plus rated League SBCs that you can put right back in. The difference that I would say now in terms of this player pick is kind of twofold. So one, if you wanted to make it so you're only using commons now in this, instead of commons and rares, now that the player pick's out and you can do that, absolutely feel free to go for that. The difference you're going to feel is you're not able to make as many of these 80 plus times 5. So if you felt like you were needing these to get gold rares to continue doing League SBCs, or you're feeling like the additional League SBC cards you were getting is now slowing you down, feel free to revert back or make less player picks in total. But I have a better way to kind of do both of these at the same time. So one thing that I've noticed with League SBCs in particular, now that the player picks are going to be out, is I have a crap ton of Prem La Liga, low-rated gold commons and gold rares that I feel like I very rarely ever use. A lot of 75s and 76, or you get a lot of dupe storage gold rares that pile up like crazy that we just never are able to really get rid of with the amount of League SBCs we do. We're always getting more Prem La Liga than we actually need. So what I would recommend is for the gold rare specifically in your dupe storage, if your dupe storage is filling up or you just want to get rid of a bunch of cards and make some player picks, throwing 4 of these cards in here into a player picks is going to be very easy. And then using those low-end gold commons, starting to put those from the Premier Liga into the crafting upgrade, aka the 80 plus times 5, is going to make up that difference from the gold rares that you're now putting into a player pick instead of this. You now can put those low-end gold commons in here, and it somewhat balances itself out. Another way you could look at it is you could make a crafting upgrade in general, and anytime you make a crafting upgrade, aka the 80 plus times 5, I keep saying crafting upgrade because it used to be called the crafting upgrade, so don't get confused. Every time you make one of these, you get 5 gold rares back. So in theory, every one of these you make, you could make a player pick after. So if you're not even looking at it from the League SBC perspective and you're just wanting to build out a crap ton of these, you could spam open these into the player picks. That is an option too. But the way it's going to look for me kind of as we grind, we open the League SBC packs. I do my 84 10s, which we're going to get to in a second too. And the other stuff on the menus. And just as I'm kind of going through this, as I notice my dupe storage is filling up, I'm going to be taking those Prem and La Liga cards, especially the lower rated ones. And then I'm going to be taking those off leagues. I'm going to be chucking them into here. So this is an example of one and how it would look like. Not only is this going to get us more fodder back into our club, I would say this is probably your best chance on the menus right now consistently to get a potential good promo card. Or if you're card collecting like me, I have 107 of the 150 in this batch. This is going to be a fantastic way to keep filling that up because even though you only get to take one card in here, we get an FOF in the first one too. That's awesome. Beautiful. We're going to get to that in a second with 84 10s. But essentially, even though you can only take one card in this, the way I would treat this pack is an unlimited 84 plus times 5. And the reason I say that is if you think of the 84 plus times 10, you get all those cards. You get a limited amount of 20 a day. But a lot of them are just kind of golds. They're not really good, but you might get 1 or 2 promo cards in each set. If you think of that math as an 84 times 5, same thing kind of applies. You're going to get a lot of golds, a lot of 84s, some walkouts, and a promo card or 2 along the way. But since there's no Team of the Week requirement for this or rating requirement, and you just need 4 gold rares, to be able to spam these in bulk is going to be a lot easier. And now, too, if you're thinking about this from a fodder perspective, if you're able to get cards frequently like FOFs from here, which I'll be honest, this was just one that we opened. It could be the case that we never see one for the next 100 we do. You could avoid making as many Team of the Week upgrades daily to do the 84 10s and the 85 10s and the 87 7s if you're getting some FOFs in here. So that could be a good way to mix them in. Should you rely on this altogether for that? Absolutely not. But the question must be asked, do you even need to do all the 84 10s daily? You can do up to 20 of those, and we still do all 20 daily. I'm going to show this off because I don't want some people to think we're cheating and not doing them and just stacking Team of the Week upgrades. But if you came from the other grinds on our channel, the past few days we've been doing an experiment where I basically found a way where I can get not only all the Team of the Weeks back from the 84 10s that we make, but infinitely more than we started with. And the way that worked was essentially we would put the cards right back in, especially the golds that we got from the 84 10s right into the Team of the Week upgrade. And since it would be overkill in terms of the rating for a lot of those cards, we'd be able to mix it with the lower end bronze, silvers, and golds that we're getting from League SBCs, provisions, the daily login stuff. And look, we have 103 Team of the Weeks ready to go, and we have all these League SBC packs that we have yet to open. So the grind is going absolutely crazy, but in terms of kind of, is it necessarily needed to do all 20 of those 84 10s? That is kind of up to you now. I would say for a lot of people, if you're struggling to do all those, even with our grinds, because it's simply just a time thing or you're not using an extension, this player picks is going to be a good middle ground where you can get a lot of those promo cards that you're maybe missing out on before without the need of a Team of the Week, Team of the Season, or FOF. But also, too, if you want to make some 84 10s, absolutely go for it. I just find the pack weight in them is horrific. I'm still going to do them personally every single day just to do them. But in terms of like, are they needed for the menu grind? Absolutely not. And if you think about it from a logistics perspective, you are to do the 84 10s, putting in with a Team of the Week, probably 10 other gold cards. Most people are probably putting in gold rares. If you did all 20, that's 200. That is 50 player picks that you could be potentially doing instead. Do you think you're going to have better luck in 50 of these 84 plus player picks, or do you think you're going to have better luck in those 20 84 10s? We can do a side by side if you guys want to see me on my channel do kind of experiment of them head to head. Feel free to ask for that. We can 100% do it. But something that I'd keep in mind too when it comes to this player pick is EA said we're going to be getting an exchange-like thing soon. They commented on the fact that people were bringing up like, hey, we've had exchanges in the past already. Are those coming? And they said we're getting an exchange-like thing. It's not going to be the exact same, but we should have something soon. By the chance that this week, in particular, let's say Friday, they drop unlimited provisions or they drop an unlimited grind that's similar where you're putting in a few cards and you're getting a ton in return, that could be really good for just spamming the absolute crap out of these player picks anyways. And honestly, if you're getting a ton of Team of the Seasons in here, if you're getting a ton of the FOF cards in here, if they ever change it where we can include footies cards into the daily requirements with the Team of the Week, Team of the Season FOFs, we could get to the point where you don't have to make another Team of the Season upgrade ever again. And that's just more bonus cards that you can put into these things. So again, like I said, when it comes to the grind, premium mix, you got to absolutely keep this in it. Still, I know for some people it sucks that you want to do it. You don't want to be doing it this late in the year, but dude, literally easiest packs in the world, easiest coins in the world, and it continues compounding. We have another video coming soon where we're going to go over kind of the additional coins that we don't even originally count in terms of the profit from League SBCs because there's just so much chilling in our club that people don't even realize. This is one of those examples. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm not giving up on the 80 plus times 5s. I'm just going to start doing player picks mainly with my dupe storage cards and then the off-league cards in my club and dupe storage as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. It's been your boy MumboElite. I'm out. God bless.